I'm here on a exceptionally stormy day in front of the White House, and I'm speaking to this gentleman. He represents cleanhonestgovernment.com. Could you tell me what that's about, sir?
It's designed to educate people in the United States of America and potentially around the world what we are supposed to do to take better control over the powers of our government. On this particular website, there are 5 constitutional executive orders that Mr. Trump could write to fulfill most of his campaign promises. Draining the swamp, illegal immigration, crime in general, reducing our nation's debt, and several others, as well as various programs that the government can do to help straighten around our economy. There's a proposed constitution on there and a 2018 presidential campaign platform on there. Yes, it is 2 years out of cycle, but it's also within our duty to remove any president in office who is corrupting our constitutions and such. Other than that, on the bottom of the home page, there's a link to a selfgovernance.weebly.com website, which has the rough draft of a book I've been trying to get published since 2006, mostly on the same topics and how to properly comprehend the Declaration, which is still a binding contract among all United States Americans, and how to properly comprehend the Constitution for the United States of America.
What is the name of your book, sir?
At present, it is Self-Governance and Corruption-Free Government.
And what is your name?
Daniel Kingery.
And where did you stand during the 2016 election? Were you pro or con in any particular way, or?
Based on what Mr. Trump said during his campaign, I would have voted for it. But I was in Standing Rock, North Dakota at the time the election took place, and I didn't have an early ballot or absentee, so I didn't have a vote in that election.
And where do you think America is now that we've had Trump in office?
We are no better off, and hopefully, well, actually we should be better off based on Hillary's record, who would have been the other president in office. Hopefully we're better off, but there's no way to know that without actually having gone through it. But we're still not any better off than any other politician who would have been in office at this point. Mr. Trump is not letting people know whether this is all of his plan and design, with all of the people he's been recommended being found or being accused of all sorts of crimes. But I find it very suspicious when somebody waits for 30 years till somebody gets popular to accuse them of a crime. So that makes me question the people who are bringing all this forward at critical moments, instead of having brought it forward when it happened. So there's pros and cons. Like I said, on the website there's a lot of things Mr. Trump could do. I have proposed 5 constitutional executive orders that he could actually write that would go a long ways to helping out. And I've been trying to get in touch with him since early on in his presidency, a few days before inauguration and such, but I've heard nothing back, and he's not presented any indication that he's even interested.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.